We're live. We are live. Let's see here. Invite people. I wonder if there's a way I can share screen. Share screen. Hello? Chat. Screen share, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Bojangles. Bojangling. Where you at? There he is.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going good, man. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I had to hit allow about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
All I see is myself. Why is that? Do I need to see myself?
No, I'll can you see me now?
Yeah, cool headset. Hold on, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Oh, I'm about to send that out in a second.
It's just headphones or Bluetooth headphones. It's not a headset.
Whatever it is. Look at this right here, though.
Yeah. Okay. So,
how's this work?
Okay, so right now it's recorded, and I hear myself. I can hear myself. I don't know if it's too loud.
I mean, you're a little loud. I can't hear myself at all when I'm talking, so I don't know if I'm loud at all.
Okay, so let me get up. So basically, right now this is recording to a YouTube. Like this is a live YouTube thing that anybody could come watch. We have 0, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. We have 0 viewers, and so what will happen is when this is over, we can go to YouTube, and then you download the MP4 like from my video of YouTube, and then now we have the audio and video, and then you just take the audio of it, and you condense it how we used to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very easy. And
how do I find that video on YouTube? Just go to YouTube under your thing or something.
Yeah, this is under like I did all of these because nobody will, if I do it under Coach Bindle, people will see it.
Yeah.
But I did this under I made an account. It's fallstownfootball@gmail.com.
Okay.
And then the password is so is red.
Okay, and
And what you'll do, you'll go to my channel, and then you'll go to my videos, and then if you click on the video,
he'll start playing.
Let me just show you real quick.
No, I mean I know how to. I can do it to just get the MP. I got to add on to my thing, so I can just get the MP4 of it or whatever.
That's basically what we're doing. We're recording this audio video, but then we're just basically getting the audio and being done. So we're ready to go. Brendan keeps texting me. He wants in on the action, and Lester's is thirsty also.
Okay, so how do we get them in if we want them to get in?
Okay, so then it's like I just text them with my phone, and I get them the link, and I can finagle it around and invite them in, and then here we go, and then we'll have a 3-way or a 4-way, which is awesome.
Okay, this is great.
So, so it also has an option to share. I can share my screen, and so that's what I do with coaches. Like we all go home, and then we watch practice video and stuff. So this is a pretty cool deal.
Okay, so what do we want to do on this podcast?
Okay, so I already know the one with Lester's is, and I don't know how many of these you're wanting to do, but the one with Lester's for sure. We need to do a first round mock, because he's been mocking at the wazoo, and then the second segment will be everybody's what they're going to do for if they were an Olympic event. What would be everybody's Olympic event?
Okay, so that's going to be a mock and Olympics.
Right.
Okay, and we want the podcast to be about 30 minutes at the most, each one, 30 to 40 minutes.
Sure.
Sure. Our first one. Okay, this is the first one of the off season.
Yes.
So
there's a lot of information. I mean, there's a lot of fantasy information, but at the same time, there's just tons of information everywhere.
I mean, we haven't done a kind of a recap, remembering last draft weekend and last draft.
Right. We need to, the first podcast, first segment needs to review the previous year.
Yeah.
That's a segment. And then the next podcast needs to, or the second segment needs to dive into the things that have happened in this off season, like leading up to focusing on the year of Jubilee. And then we come back with podcast 2 with Lester's and
let's get Lester and his stuff, and then maybe get primetime in. So when we talk about, let's talk about podcast 1, and when we want to review the season, what are some talking points that we want to kind of go through? Like,
obviously draft weekend. Draft week.
What do we remember about draft weekend last year?
It wasn't that out of the ordinary,
except for Twinks. We had the whole Twinks quit, and James came in. We don't need to overly go into that, but we can talk about it. Right?
We can talk about how much an ass whip James is,
and
then just kind of the experience of him being there. Rock the Doc was poor.
Yeah.
I had coach voice.
What did anything happen at the draft that was, that we were like thinking, man, or like during the draft?
Traded for Peyton Manning. Brendan traded his first round pick this year in the year of Jubilee for Peyton Manning last year.
Yeah.
And because Peyton Manning was so spare, that ended up being the downfall of Pizzazz as the defending champion.
Right. Okay. That happened. And then, after that, we got the season. And the only thing, there's a lot of things that go into the whole season last year, reviewing the season. I need to go back and look at like, the stuff that happened.
Here's what the season was. Okay, the season can be described in 3 things. 1, regular season, Sauce dominated. Okay, So I dominated the regular season. 2, Wrecking Crew clinched a playoff spot for the first time in 10 years. And then 3, every other playoff spot, like 6 different people had a chance to make the playoffs.
Yep.
The last week of the season.
Playoff run.
And you had to win to get in. And then Bojangles and El Guapo won. And then they won again, and then they matched up in the finals, and then Bojangles wins his 3rd champion against El Guapo, and then Bojangles wins his 3rd championship at FTFF. So,
yeah, El Guapo, the guy that no one wanted to see do it, did it. He got to the championship. That's right. I also want to mention, I'll mention sometime in there about whatever it was, whenever the trade deadline was, I was just about to, I thought I was done, and I was trying to trade Julio Jones to Matt. And I almost did it, and I didn't because of the trade deadline and all that. Okay, that's a good review of the season. We can talk through all that stuff. Right. I wrote that stuff down in the order that you said it.
Okay.
And then, what did we say besides reviewing the season? That's the first segment, that whole part.
And then the second segment is this off season. And
the big trade.
And basically, we talk about a couple moves, but really we need to talk about the big trade and the merits of the trade. And then we can call Brendan on that deal. On that second segment, let's get Brendan in.
Okay.
And let him talk about this offseason.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How about I just stop this broadcast?
Okay.
Okay, and then start a new one.
Okay.
And that way you don't have to sift through all of this nonsense.
Okay.
And you can, because you're going to be the one that's editing them, right?
Yeah, I'm going to edit it and throw it in GarageBand and put it out.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to re-invite you to a new one.
Okay.